Vegas, baby Vegas. What's up, everybody? It's Tony from Rossi. Join us at the AHR Expo in Vegas, February 2nd through the 4th, booth C2916. This is Vegas. Let's play to win. You know when you use wing nuts to lock down your regulators for airflow, they're gonna rattle loose. They're gonna fall off. If you can guess how many wing nuts have fallen off here, you're gonna win cash prizes. Come see for yourself what makes Rossi the ultimate damper hardware. The Elgen one is, I think we can safely say it's kind of a knockoff of the Rossi twist lock. It's at least what some designer in China a decade ago tried to do, was to look like the twist lock, I think.
Oh, I see what they tried to do there.
So it's looking like the twist lock, but it doesn't function like it. So you get the methodology of it. Sorry, you okay?
Yeah.
I was not trying to do
Do you
that.
need goggles?
And again, I'm not an expert on dealing with these, so it's probably my fault, but that shouldn't happen. You ready for this regulator roundup or what?
Yeah, let's get going.
Let's do a side-by-side analysis, a little battle of all the regulators, including the Rossi Everlock, the Rossi Twist Lock, the old style with the wing nut, the old style with the hex nut, and some of the knockoff brands like the Elgen standoff, the Duradyne standoff, and some other knockoff.
Well, we've got some interesting looking devices here. I'll tell you that.
They are. Look, when we first got in the game decades ago, it was predominantly wing nuts everywhere. Just wing nuts locking dampers down.
Unlocking the damper.
Wing nuts unlocking dampers. And so we have this here. This is kind of the vintage wing nut locking regulator.
Yeah, a twist and promise. Fingers crossed.
That handle, I mean, look how easily I can move that handle. And the wing nut is still on.
It's no longer regulating.
It's not. The wing nut's like going along for the ride. Like,
Yes.
where are we going? We're going down. We're going up. Okay. And I think Rossi changed the game and really sort of pointed out the problems of the wing nut, the rattling loose, the disturbing of the air balance across the entire project. It's cool to see the industry shift to Rossi as the new standard. And it's really cool to see the competitors move away from wing nuts as well. It's like we're all in it together. So we all know the Rossi Everlock, the positive locking regulator, the patented positive locking regulator. And
Well, she's a beaut.
it is a pretty design.
It's precision. It gives you control over where the blade is located. That thing is not going to move. So you can set it and forget it.
Do you know who really loves these?
Engineers.
That's true. I mean, you've seen the specs that are coming across.
All the time. Mm-hmm. We get so many contractors reaching out to
Yep.
us saying, I need this positive locking regulator because it was spec'd by the engineers.
It's so cool to see so many engineering firms now specifying this regulator. Let's compare these. One for the people at home. Let's have some fun.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Wait, Tony.
Yes.
Safety first.
Safety first, always. Thank you for the reminder. All the pros at home know. Boy, can you get injured in a duck shop. I grew up in a duck shop. I know. I've got
You were
this.
born in a duck shop?
I was born in a duck shop version of a manger. Super protected. Here we go. So Elgen came out with their version of what they call a locking regulator. Again, moving away from the wing nut. But, you know, I know that this regulator was made in China a decade or so ago, and we started to see it pop onto the scene.
Okay.
And I think we can safely say it's kind of a knockoff of the twist lock model. It's at least what some designer in China a decade ago tried to do, was to look like the twist lock, I think. I'm not in their head. I can't say for sure.
Yeah. You know, the Temu version.
The Temu version. It really is like a Temu version. So let's look at how this Elgen standoff works, okay? The idea is not to lock it tight. So it's looking like the twist lock, but it doesn't function like it. The idea is they're trying to generate a positive lock. They're trying to have you push down, move, and then let it sort of snap into position and lock in. So imagine trying to operate that up on a ladder.
I'm not going up there.
Why don't you operate it right here on ground floor level. Let's see how you do. Push in on it and twist it. And push in and twist. Push. So the idea is you push really hard. Ooh, that thing is really fighting me. Why is it? Is it locked? It's somehow locked. Hold on. Okay.
That's not safe to push on duct like that while you're on a ladder.
Yeah. On a ladder, you're like, how do I operate this damper hardware? Is it a twist lock? The twist lock, you know. You unlock it, you move it into position, and then you tighten it. The major differentiator here is going to be balancing. How are you going to get adequate balancing on the Elgen? All right. All right, here we go. So that's off, meaning the blade is shut. We're going to move over for balancing. Come on, puppy.
See, that can't be good for tab guys to be pushing on the duct, suspended duct like that.
It's not. And then open. And open doesn't want to even stay. It doesn't want to slide in. It kind of just wants to sit. So I don't know if this particular unit is not working well, but in open, okay, there we go. Finally snapped in. God, this is not an easy device to use.
Hold on, Tony. We have a TAB crisis line.
Yes. TAB guys, call us with your stories. How do you balance with these? This is difficult to balance with. Whereas you have an infinite range with the twist lock. Just to look at the twist lock for 1 second, Jess, you undo the knob, lefty-loosey. You can move that handle into an infinite range. I've heard of balancing guys literally tapping it, just tapping it a hair, and then locking that polymer gripping knob into position. If it's trying to mimic the locking positions of the Everlock, well, we know we've got plenty of positions here to get within plus or minus 5% CFM on the airflow on an 8-inch diameter duct and a 3-inch water gauge to 6-inch water gauge. These are like low, medium pressure, high volume jobs that people do out there.
You can get specific with it.
Super specific.
With this, I can't get specific.
You're right. With the Everlock, you've got positions that you can set and you can communicate to others. This is the position. They're even numbered by the engineer, for the TAB guy, for the contractor.
Well, on one hand, the Rossi has a handle that you grip with your hand to actually move the blade position. Mm-hmm. On the other hand, Elgen has a nub. Don't touch it. You move the blade with the knob. It's confusing.
I'm confused, but I know.
Are you following?
No, not touch the nub.
Do not touch the nub. Say no to nub.
That's a t-shirt.
Print them up.
But oftentimes, Jess, and we've seen that in operating it ourselves, you turn the knob and the nub doesn't turn. So oftentimes you turn the knob thinking you're turning the nub, but it doesn't. Yeah, so you get the methodology of it. Sorry, you okay?
Yeah.
I was not trying to do
Do you
that.
need goggles?
Jeez. Should we keep that in? I feel like we should keep that in. That was crazy.
That actually scared me, but yeah.
I'm sorry. I wasn't trying to make it explode. The spring action made it do that. And again, I'm not an expert on dealing with these, so it's probably my fault. But that shouldn't happen.
First of all, this is dangerous.
Right.
It's not funny.
Yes.
It's not funny. That's dangerous.
I know. I wasn't expecting it to go exactly that way.
So it's projectile.
Yes. So it's like a spring-loaded projectile. Okay. So that's the Elgen Super Standoff.
Stay safe out there.
Seriously, guys.